Hey everyone, so good afternoon. We just had a little bit of technical difficulty and gotta love all this technology, right? Anyway, my name is Audrey and I am with simplifyingtechforseniors.com, and my brother Ben and I have been helping seniors and caregivers, and along with our dad and our Aunt Trudy, how to use all of this new technology that we have so readily at our fingertips. And so every Thursday at noon, I try to jump on here and go live and to share something else that you can do with different, technology. And so today, what we're going to be learning about is the iPad. And so the iPad, believe it or not, I think it's got to be the one of the most sold tablets, because everyone that I know that may have an Android phone has an iPad tablet. And so what we're going to do today is just kind of go over the iPad, go over how to turn it on, where are the volume, which camera is which, where's your speakers and your home button and things like that. But ultimately what I want to do is go over the gestures using this touch screen. If you are brand new to using a touch screen, it can be very cumbersome and very, very frustrating. I remember sitting in a doctor's office years ago, and they were going to the tablets, an iPad, and an elderly lady was given the iPad and she had no idea how to use it. And she was struggling, and finally someone came out because she was inputting her medical information. So I didn't want to be, I didn't want to go over and say, do you want me to help you put this in? So they had somebody come out, but I could just tell that she just was not understanding or couldn't comprehend the tapping or the touching and the holding down and everything. And so that has always remained in my memory, and something that comes so naturally to those of us that have been raised with the technology is not so easy to learn. And so that's what we're going to do today. So what I have right now is what I'm going to do, hopefully this works because this was the technical difficulty I was having, is we are going to switch over to, I've got my iPhone set up and it's on the iPad. So we're going to switch over, and here we go. All right, so this is the iPad and I've got it on a stand right now, but I just want to go over, we'll just put the stand up here for right now. The first thing I want to show you is going to be where you will turn on and off your iPad. So now on the newer ones, it's going to be a little bit different. But this one is an iPad, I believe it's the 7. And so if you have like a little button at the top, that's going to be the very thing that you're going to turn on. Right now mine is on, but if I wanted to turn it off, I would press and hold this button until I saw where it says slide power off. And then what I would do is slide it off. Okay, but I don't want to do that right now. So we're just going to cancel. But so that's where it's going to be the on and off button. Now on the right side, you're going to see the up and down, these buttons. This is your volume up, and then this is going to be your volume down on your iPad. And then if you come down here, this is your home button. And then right under your home button, you're going to see your speakers. So these are going to be your speakers. And then this is where your power cord goes. So this is how you would charge your iPhone. This up here is going to be your your front facing camera. And that means that when you're front facing, this is what you would be using if you're FaceTiming. And then on the back of the iPad is your rear facing camera, and that's what you would be using if you were recording someone. So if you're recording, it's going to use that rear facing one. And this camera is actually better for recording and everything. So that is kind of like your iPad in a nutshell. And what now we're going to do is we're going to turn the iPad on, and let's get it on and do my passcode. Okay. And now we are on the home screen of the iPad. So what I want to do is just go over your touch gestures and everything with you. So we're going to start at the very top right of your screen. And if what you do is just tap and then pull down, this is where your control panel is. And now your control, or your notification, I'm sorry, this is your notification center. This is not. This is your control panel. Okay, what I wanted to show you. Scratch that, right? Let's go back. At the very middle of your screen, what you're going to do is just pull that down. This is your notification center. This notification center shows you, any packages that you've had Amazon, if you have Amazon hooked up to it. If you've missed any FaceTime calls or text messages, and it just goes on and on. So this is your notification center. And in order to get back to your home, you could just simply tap on that and we're back to the home screen. Now over here to the right, if you swipe down, this is your control center. And so this control center is where you can see Wi-Fi that you've got on your Wi-Fi. This is where you can make it bright, like your screen can go brighter or even dimmer. You see how dim that is? Let's see if we can't get that back. This is where you can also control the volume. So if you wanted to, you would just tap and move this up and down and using your volume. And then you can also record your screen. And so if you don't know how to record your screen, I will leave, I think it's right up here. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to one of the other videos that we've done that will show you how to record your screen as well. And then, so there's a lot of other things in this control center that you can get to, but it's just it's super simple to be able to get to this stuff, your camera and everything. So I'm just going to tap right out of that. And then in order to see today's view, what you would do, and one of the things I do want to say is that a lot of times what I'll tell people to do is if you're swiping, sometimes you might hit I got fat fingers. I might hit something and swipe and that wasn't what I wanted to do. So what I'll usually do is just kind of tap on this white over here because I know it's not doing anything, and then I'll swipe it over. Just a little bit of tidbit of information that helps me in working with these iPads and iPhones. So right here you can see, and I'm just going to pick up my Apple Pencil. You can see how my Apple Pencil came. This is actually showing how much battery life my iPad has, and then what's the battery life of my Apple Pencil as well. Okay, and then of course you have your weather. You can look at your weather, and then it looks like what I've been using the most of. Okay, oops, let's go back to the home and tap on that. All right, anytime that you want to get back to the home screen, let's say that we have an app that's open. Okay, and oh look, my current live streams, we're live. So let's just say that we want to get back to the home. What you would do is, once again, I just usually put my finger right here. I'll just kind of rest it, and then I just pull it. Actually, it's a quick flick up, and it brought me right back to the home screen. And so that's, once again, sometimes it can be like you're flicking it, but that it doesn't, it doesn't flick up. See, I'm flicking and it's not going up. So you have to put a little bit more pressure and flick a little bit faster. But that gets you back to the home screen. Now, if you are in another app, let's say that I'm in my Pinterest app and I wanted to see the dock, the app dock, what I could do is just swipe up just to about right here, and then it shows you your dock. So these are the programs. You'll see this like little, what is this? The vertical line. On the right-hand side, these are your most recent apps that have been open. And then on the left-hand side, we've kind of docked these. These are our most used apps that we've placed here, and I can easily get to those. But now, if you want to see all of the apps that you have open, what you would do is swipe and come all the way from the bottom and keep coming up until about midway and just release. And you'll notice that you have all of these apps that are open. You can actually swipe to the right and swipe to the, swipe to the right, and you'll see everything over here on the left. And then you can swipe over to the right because you may have a lot of apps that are open. If you have a ton of apps that are open, which is normally what I find whenever I'm helping anyone with, new to the iPad, then what you want to do is close these apps. And in order to close apps, it's as simple as swiping them off of your screen. That app is closed now. If I want to do this, I can just swipe and that app is now closed. This app is now closed. And then if you want to do it even quicker, one of the things I do is I just take both my fingers, I'll put them on both here, and then I just swipe them both off. And that one didn't quite work. There you go. So now we only have that one app that is left on. And let me just make sure that I have showed you guys everything so far. So we've got the swiping from the top right, the swiping from the middle, the flicking to get home. Once again, flick, and we're on the home screen, and we can, depending on how many apps that you have, you can swipe to the left, swipe to the right, and look at all of your apps. Now, the next thing I want to show you is going to be how to pinch and expand an image or a Word document. So we're going to go into the image folder, and so I'm going to tap on my images. And something that I found earlier today, that when I was talking to my brother, is I had tapped on this little icon that's right up here. You see that icon? So I had tapped on that because I wanted to use an image of my dad and I. And so what I did was I tapped on people, and you'll notice that everybody that I've ever taken pictures of, their image is right here. And Apple is doing the facial recognition. So I was able to tap on my dad here and find some images of my dad and I. And so I absolutely love this one. This was in my my brother's Ben's retirement, and my dad had a red convertible, and we were out, just out on the road. So I absolutely love this one. But in order, if you wanted to really, like, let's say we wanted to zoom in and see what's like in the background over here, what you could do is just use both of your fingers. You just kind of rest your fingers there, and you're going to expand out, okay, your fingers. As you're keeping your fingers on the screen, you can zoom it in. So we're kind of like zooming in and moving it around on the screen. So my fingers are still on, the screen. I haven't moved them, okay? Now, in order to bring the picture back down and zoom out, what we're going to do is we're going to have it, and we're going to, have the fingers apart, and now we're going to pinch them in to bring it down, and now it's to the regular size. Let me move this over just a little bit. So, okay. So the other thing is, let's say that we have it, zoomed in, and we want to get back to the size that it was, the original size, all you would do is double tap on that. And then that brings it right back to the exact same size that it was. Now, to move on, let's see. Okay. I don't know if there's any questions. I haven't been able to see if there are any questions, but these, the next things that I want to show you are just like really great for multitasking, and so that you can have like different apps open up at the same time and be working on them. So let me go ahead and show you how to multitask. Well, multitasking at its finest, and you're going to master it. Okay, so let's go back to the iPad, and what I'm going to do is just get out of that. I just tapped on my home screen, my home button, or once again we could have flicked it up, and I'm going to open up my YouTube app. So this app is open. I can click on home. It's showing me my current live stream, so I am live. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I didn't even ask if everybody could hear me, and yeah, I guess I should have asked that, right? Let's see, making sure that I have the correct, I had met my microphone, let's see. Yeah, I guess I should have asked that, right? Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Gotta love the technology. Gotta love it. Okay, so here we are. And if I wanted to, I could open up another app. So for Ben and I, like I said, we do a lot of let's see, videos on how to do different things. And so the setup of the Echo. So if I tap on the setup of the Echo, let's just, we have to watch this ad. We're going to skip. Okay. We're going to pause that. Let's say that, let me come back here. So let's say that what we're doing is you're watching a YouTube video, but it's showing you how to do something in a different app. And so this is going to be, this is really, really going to help you out on that. The first thing that you would do is up here, if you can see, excuse me, right up here, you have those three dots. If you tap on those three dots, you have full screen, which is pretty much self-explanatory. It takes up your entire screen. But we could do a split view. And so on that split view, what it did is it pulled the Facebook aside, but it's saying, okay, what other app do you want to be side by side your YouTube? And so for me, let's just say that I'm showing you how to do something on the Amazon the app. I don't want to say her name or she's going to wake up over there. So let's say that you're watching this video and I'm telling you to go over here and, you know, here's your shortcuts and, you know, tap on the Audible. Then you can do that side by side and watching the video and doing this. Now, let's say that you wanted this app to take up the entire screen, but you wanted this app to be open, kind of like over, hovering it. So what you would do is tap on those three and say slide over. Now what you can do is you can move this around the screen and put that where you want it to be. Okay, just by simply, just by tapping on those three dots, and you can move it around where you want it. Let's say that you wanted to have another app that was open inside of this, what is it? The slide over. What you can do is remember to bring up your apps, your app dock. Let's just bring that up a little bit. And let's say that I want to have my Pinterest in there. Oh, that changed it on the back end of it. That was not what I wanted. Let's go back. Let's choose that. So we're back to there. And we should be able to, let's see. This is the only thing. What I want to do is add this Pinterest. There we go. We would add it, and now it's within this kind of hovering card. So now I can switch between these two if I'm doing something. So let's say on this video, I had told you open up your Alexa app along with the Pinterest app, then you have that on here. Or if you're working on something and you want your text messaging to be over here, you can put that over here as well, okay? And then just switch, keep switching. So now, if you want to X these out, you are going to have to X them out by doing that and then close and this and close, and now you're back to your YouTube. And that is how you can multitask between the different apps and everything. It took me a little while to be able to that's why I love using the Apple Pencil, or even oh my gosh, my mind is drawing a blank here. I honestly can't remember what this is. It's either your pencil or you have one of the pencils or pens that you can use that has the rubber grip at the end of it that's specific for tablets. And I cannot believe that I cannot remember that. If you remember what it is, leave it in the comments. I know I'll remember it when we get it. Stylus pens. That's it, stylus pens. You can get a stylus pen or an Apple Pencil, or a pencil that goes with the iPad in order to do that. Okay, that was it. That is going to conclude our training on our iPad and using the iPad finger gestures. If you have any questions, always leave them in the comments section below. We do have a blog post, and we'll have all of these instructions. I will leave a link to that under this video in the description below this video. And within the description of this video, we also have a link to our Facebook community where you can ask questions. So if you went along with this training and you found that it was, or that you still had a question about it and you weren't able to ask today, get inside of that Facebook community and that group. And I will be more than happy to either jump on a quick video and show you how to do that, within the group, or, write it out, or give you the resource that is going to help you. Okay, so until next Thursday, y'all be blessed and have an absolutely wonderful, glorious weekend. All right, till next time. Bye.